Hi everyone, I wanted to make this video to share a project on Rhodes and childhood memories really. So I'm half Greek, my dad's Greek from the island of Rhodes in the Dodecanese, and we used to visit almost every year as children. And a few years ago when I used to be a teacher, I couldn't go to one of our big family events on the island, and I realized that was probably the last one really from my childhood. Everybody's older. My parents' friends are older now. Something like that's unlikely to happen again. So I wanted to capture pictures of places, memories, for my sister and I of our childhood, and maybe create a book or a zine or something of them, to sort of store those memories. This is the only family photo that I've put in this video. It's of my dad with my yaya, my grandmother, outside their family home in Maritza. And Maritza is sort of on the north of the island, just below the mountain you see in the photo. So hopefully you enjoy the rest of the images in the video. So Kalos ήρθατε στη Maritza. Welcome to Rhodes and Maritza. Back in 2019, I hadn't really thought about this project, so these images are more holiday snaps from my Pentax 6.7, probably trying to be a bit too artsy in some places, but they will have meaning to us. So the first two were outside my grandmother's house and the family barbecue. You've got pictures of grapes by the Garden Hotel in Bastida, where our friends always stay if they'd come for a big party. So just trying to go back really and find images that capture those memories. So in 2020 now, and a phone snap from the airplane, because in this photo you can see the northern tip of the island with both the new and the old Rhodes town, separated by a little ring of green. You should be able to see the central old town in the image. My trusty Pentax here sitting on top of the mountain behind Maritza, looking out over the village and towards the sea where a lot of the Panayiri, the festivals, took place in my childhood. And now some images that I'll never be able to reproduce, going to see parents' friends who are out doing water sports on the island, on Velvia film. Absolutely stunning, and I've never been able to get anything as close with my new Fuji or any other film. skipping 2021 for obvious reasons. We took my cousin and his partner, they came out and we went to some of the tourist traps. So I think this next one is Anthony Quinn Bay. I've always wanted a picture of one of these weird tourist boats. I suppose they might be normal to some people, but some of them with their sails up look like pirate boats. So I had to get this. Our favourite beach, Agathi, the beach of golden sand, with beautiful, shallow, crystal clear water, and of course an unfinished hotel on the hillside. My best images always seem to happen by chance, and these were all taken walking around the village with my mum, trying to finish off a roll of gold 200. There are wildcats everywhere on the island, which never seem to sit still to photograph, but I managed to get one walking away from me here. And then this, almost at the end of the walk, and this is just so typical of a house in the village. It's beautiful, even with the sort of sun faded paint flaking off, the uneven road in front of it, and sort of colours of the Greek flag on the door and the window. I love this photo, and I'm very fortunate and lucky that it was shortlisted in the 9th Fine Art Photography Awards in the travel category. And finally, 2023, the year I returned to digital photography with my new Fuji camera, trying to capture bits that I've missed before. So things like the Filermos Cross view from the hotel, actually where our friends always stay at in the neighbouring town of Bastida.
This beautiful lemon tree has the typical sort of white trousers on it, and that's to help protect it mainly from fungi and bacteria, but also from getting a bit sunburnt. We would always go into Rhodes town to visit and take visiting friends so that they could see the ancient medieval section and watch the beautiful sunsets from the beach. Mum would always pick up these little coral sponges that you can get from the boats and in the little shops along the shorefront to take home for friends and family. This view looks out over Marisa and to the coast, even the Deccanese and beyond. You can see another island in the video, and the sky is always so clear, and we've seen many a meteor fly above the skies in the island. Short walk from where the last photo was taken is the monastery directly above the village where my parents were married, and also where my sister lit my cousin's hair on fire during her wedding. And finally back home after an evening of shooting to my bedroom where the candle that my yaya, my grandmother, keeps lit in memory of my grandfather. I also took a GoPro with me that year. Waterproof's housing for the Fuji are very expensive, and I'm not dipping my Pentax underwater. And it turns out it's very difficult to color grade images that are underwater. So I've tried a few. I'm not still sure as to which I prefer, whether I want all of them. These are just two of the many variants that I went through. I really wanted to get pictures of the food. I felt like a big part of that side of our family, of our culture, was missing from my photos. Unfortunately, as soon as the food is set down on the table, it disappears, or there's a hand in the way pouring water, grabbing cutlery, etc. So hopefully, I'll have more luck this year and better impulse control myself, try and get some better pictures of our favourite dishes and hopefully put some recipes in the book. this is the best ice cream on the island, Kadaifi flavor, from Pagodomenia, sort of crazy ice cream in the party town of Faleraki. My uncles grow fruit and vegetables and rear goats on their land, so these next pictures are some of the produce they use at home and sell.
Πάμε. Ο πατέρας σου θα φύγει.
Lastly, this is somewhere that we actually don't often go. It's very famous, the ancient Acropolis at Lindos, mostly touristy. But actually, we are going to the other side next year, this year, and this is St. Paul's Bay. This is where my sister is getting married. So we'll be going back and celebrating that life's milestone. And I think this is this is the pier where she's actually going to be getting married on, looking out over the bay. So lots more photographic opportunities this year. So I hope you enjoyed those photos. This is going to be the first in a series of a few videos as I try and put together the book and the recipes and everything for myself and my sister, and possibly also exploring a way of recording from memory using other medium, memories that I don't have pictures of. So subscribe and look forward to those.